Okay, so today we're doing something a bit different. We're not just talking about any heavy-duty truck.
No, this one's special.
Right. It's a meticulously customized 2021 Ford F-250 Super Duty Lariat. It has the black package, the FX4 package.
Hmm.
It's quite the machine.
It really seems to push those boundaries,
Yeah,
between a hardcore workhorse and, like, a luxury command center.
exactly. And for our deep dive today, our main source is a really detailed vehicle listing from Rocky Mountain Truck Stop Austin. It gives us a great window into this specific truck.
And it also gives us some insight into their dealership philosophy, which seems pretty unique, too.
It does. So our mission here is to kind of unpack what makes this F-250 stand out. You know, the power, the precision, the sheer presence it has.
And why it appeals to what they call the ultimate driver. It's about understanding the why behind the build, not just listing features.
Right. We're trying to get beyond just the spec sheet and understand the lifestyle this truck seems to embody.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just the sum of its parts. It's how all these pieces, factory options, aftermarket upgrades come together to create, well, a very specific experience.
And the dealership, Rocky Mountain Truck Stop, seems focused on that.
Yeah.
We talk about curating an elevated quality, a certain lifestyle.
Exactly. So we'll dig into everything, from that big diesel engine to the custom suspension, the fancy interior, how it all builds this distinct identity. It's way more than just getting from A to B.
Okay, let's get into it. Starting right at the core. The 2021 Ford F-250 Super Duty. When you hear Super Duty, what does that really signal in terms of, capability?
Well, fundamentally, Super Duty means it's engineered for serious work, like really demanding tasks. It's a step up from the standard F-150 line.
Okay.
And this F-250 definitely lives up to it, especially when you look under the hood. It's got the Powerstroke 6.7-liter biodiesel turbo V8.
Which is a legendary engine in the truck world, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And the numbers are just huge, 475 horsepower, which is impressive enough. But the torque, 30 to 50 foot-pounds.
Wow. Okay, break that down. What does 50 foot-pounds of torque actually feel like or do for the driver?
It means incredible pulling power right off the line. If you're towing something really heavy, a big fifth-wheel trailer, a massive boat, construction equipment, that torque makes it feel almost effortless.
So less strain on the truck, less stress for you.
Exactly. You've got that immense power available instantly. And it's managed by a 10-speed automatic transmission, which helps keep the engine in its sweet spot.
Smooth power delivery then.
Right. Plus, it's got the 4x4 drivetrain, which is pretty essential for a Super Duty, especially if you're dealing with tough terrain or bad weather.
Makes sense. Now, this isn't just a base model Super Duty, it's a Lariat. What does that trim level add to the mix, even before we get to the custom stuff?
The Lariat trim is interesting. It's a high-tier trim, so it immediately signals more comfort, more features, more tech inside.
So it's blurring the lines a bit.
Exactly. It's where Ford really starts blending that heavy-duty capability with, well, luxury. Leather seats, better infotainment, more convenience features. It's built for serious tasks, sure, but with a real focus on the driver's experience.
Which caters to people who use their truck for everything, right? Work and daily life.
Precisely. It's for someone who needs the capability but doesn't want to sacrifice comfort or refinement to get it. It shows that those two things aren't mutually exclusive anymore. You get a powerful tool that's actually, pleasant to drive every day.
Okay, so that Lariat foundation is already pretty solid.
Mm.
But what gives this specific F-250 its really striking look and adventure-ready feel are these two packages.
Mm-hmm.
The black package and the FX4 off-road package.
Right, and it's interesting how these factory packages work together. The Lariat Black appearance package is, well, largely about aesthetics, but impactful aesthetics.
What does it include?
You get the 20-inch ebony black painted wheels, black running boards, the angular style ones, black fender vents, black grille bars, mirror caps, even the headlamp surrounds are black. It creates this really cohesive, dominant look.
Almost menacing.
Yeah, aggressive, definitely. The dealership calls it head-turning and defiant, which seems about right. But it's not just looks, it also includes practical stuff like the tough bed spray and bed liner and rear wheel well liners.
Okay, so some added utility there too.
Mm-hmm. And then you add the FX4 off-road package. This is where the capability gets bumped up for tackling rougher terrain.
What's in the FX4?
Key things are hill descent control, which is great for managing speed automatically on steep downhills, and skid plates protecting the transfer case and fuel tank. Crucial for off-roading.
Protects the important bits underneath.
Exactly. Plus, you get off-road tuned shocks, which are designed to handle bumps and uneven surfaces better, giving you more control and a smoother ride off pavement. And, of course, the FX4 decal on the box.
So the FX4 adds genuine off-road chops, giving you confidence when the pavement ends.
It definitely enhances its ability to handle challenging terrain.
And adding to that confidence, the history on this particular truck seems really solid. Clean Carfax, 2 owners, personal use, no reported accidents or damage.
And those 11 service history records? That's pretty significant.
Why is that detail so important for a truck like this?
Well, on a heavy-duty truck, especially one with a powerful diesel engine, regular maintenance is critical for longevity and performance. 11 service records suggest it was probably meticulously cared for.
Peace of mind for the next owner.
Absolutely. It backs up that idea of elevated quality the dealership talks about. It suggests reliability you can count on.
Okay, so the factory Lariat Black FX4 is already a beast. But this truck, it goes way beyond that with some serious custom upgrades. This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, this is where it becomes truly unique. The listing details a comprehensive PMF, about a 6-inch upgraded suspension system.
PMF, what does that involve?
It looks like a full setup. PMF 4-link adjustable front suspension, PMF rear axle 2-link supports, and a PMF rear suspension lift system.
That sounds extensive. But what's the benefit of something like a 4-link front suspension?
Okay, so a 4-link system uses 4 control arms to locate the front axle. It offers much better control over axle movement, better stability, and more potential for articulation how well the suspension can flex compared to, say, a simpler radius arm setup found stock.
So better handling and off-road capability.
Definitely. Especially when combined with the rear lift and supports, it's a serious upgrade for stability and control, particularly with the lift and those big tires. And speaking of control, the shocks are top-notch too.
What kind of shocks are we talking about?
FOX. Up front, it has FOX external bypass coilovers. The coilover part means the spring is integrated with the shock. The external bypass part, that allows for multi-stage damping, meaning the shock reacts differently to small bumps versus big hits. So you get a smoother ride on mild terrain, but serious control when things get rough. In the back, it has FOX Performance Series shocks.
So premium damping all around.
Right. And to manage the steering with that lift and those huge tires, it has BDS FOX 2.0 dual steering stabilizers.
Ah, so that helps prevent steering issues.
Wow.
Like wandering or wobble?
Exactly. It dampens forces hitting the steering system. Plus, PMF sway bar drop brackets and extended links to keep the sway bar geometry correct with the lift. It all adds up to much more confident, controlled handling despite the significant modifications.
And you mentioned the tires.
Yeah.
You really can't miss them. AXE off-road, 24-inch painted aluminum wheels.
Yeah, 24s are big.
And they're wrapped in TOAO Open Country MT tires, size 40x15.5 R24. 40-inch tires, that's massive.
It is, and those aren't just for looks, although they definitely make a statement. Those MT mud terrain tires are aggressive. That size gives you incredible ground clearance.
So it can basically roll over obstacles.
Pretty much. And the grip from those Toyos in loose stuff, mud, rocks, sand would be phenomenal. It seriously boosts the truck's off-road limits.
Any other performance touches mentioned?
Yeah, a TSO exhaust tip mainly for looks and maybe a bit deeper sound. And importantly, a GENY HD rear hitch mount.
HD meaning heavy duty.
Right. That signals it's set up for serious towing, complementing the truck's inherent capability. These mods aren't just slapped on, they work together to enhance both function and that commanding presence. It really fits that lifestyle of rugged strength idea.
Okay, so the outside is undeniably tough, capable, and visually striking. But let's move inside, because this F-250 seems to balance all that brawn with a pretty refined and tech-filled cabin.
Absolutely, and that's crucial, isn't it? If you're going to use a truck like this daily or for long trips, comfort matters.
So what do you find inside?
Well, it starts with an Onyx Black leather interior. You've got heated and cooled power bucket seats up front, 10-way adjustment for the driver, 8-way for the passenger.
Heated and cooled seats are a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Plus a heated steering wheel, power adjustable pedals, things that make finding that perfect driving position easy and reduce fatigue.
Nice touches.
Then you have practical stuff, like dual-zone automatic climate control, a power sliding rear window, keyless entry with the keypad, and the rear seat is a 60/40 split bench that folds up for more cargo space.
Versatile.
Exactly. It's about blending that rugged capability with, genuine premium refinement. Makes those long hauls or tough work days much more pleasant.
And the technology seems pretty up to date, too. Infotainment.
Yep, an 8-inch touchscreen display. It's got voice-activated navigation, plus SiriusXM traffic and travel link for real-time info.
Connectivity.
It uses Ford's SYNC system, supports Android Auto, and even has a Wi-Fi hotspot capability, so you can stay connected pretty easily.
And the audio system. Sometimes truck stereos are basic.
Not this one. It boasts the Bang & Olufsen premium audio system. We're talking 1,000 watts, 9 speakers, and a subwoofer.
Wow, okay. So a genuinely high-end sound experience.
Perfect. Putting a system like that in a Super Duty really underlines that Lariat luxury focus. It basically turns the cabin into a high-fidelity listening room on wheels.
Impressive. What about driver assist and safety tech? Handling a big truck like this can be intimidating.
Yeah, and Ford loaded it up. You've got cameras everywhere. A front camera, a backup camera, and even a 360-degree surround view camera system. Plus, rear parking sensors.
Makes parking much less stressful, I imagine.
Definitely. And for towing, there's the Pro Trailer Backup Assist.
Ah, I've heard about that. That's the system where you use a knob to steer the trailer.
Exactly. It takes a lot of the guesswork and frustration out of reversing a trailer. Really clever tech.
What about active safety features?
It's got a good suite. Lane departure alert, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. Multiple layers of safety there.
That provides a lot of peace of mind, especially in a vehicle this size.
For sure. And it doesn't stop there. Features specifically for towing include power folding and telescopic tow mirrors.
Essential for seeing around a wide trailer.
Right. An integrated trailer brake controller, and even a diesel exhaust brake, which helps control speed on downhill grades when towing heavy, saving irregular brakes.
All right.
And remember that high-capacity trailer tow package? With the diesel, it bumps the gross combined weight rating, that's the max weight of the truck, trailer, and everything in them, up to 30,000 pounds.
30,000 pounds. That's serious capacity.
It is. And they even included the auxiliary upfitter switches, those switches usually on the overhead console, for easily adding aftermarket accessories like lights or a winch later on.
So it's really thought through both for current capability and future customization.
Yeah, zooming out all this tech, the cameras, the safety systems, the towing aids, it transforms the driving experience. It makes handling this massive, capable machine much less demanding, safer, and more convenient. It's intelligent power.
This detailed look at the truck naturally leads us to the dealership selling it, Rocky Mountain Truck Stop Austin. They have locations in Austin and Dallas, and their whole philosophy seems built around trucks like this one.
Yeah, their branding is interesting. They call themselves the ultimate destination for all lovers of power, performance, and precision.
And they focus on a hand-picked selection of elevated quality pickup trucks and SUVs. That word elevated keeps coming up.
It does. And they seem to be speaking directly to a specific customer. They say, you are not just any driver, and talk about a lifestyle of rugged strength and head-turning aesthetics.
So it's not just about the vehicle, but the image and lifestyle associated with it.
Exactly. Their philosophy seems to be, by only reliable high-performance brands, pick vehicles that have that aggressive, defiant look and deliver both power and style. It's very targeted.
And they back it up with services, right?
Yes.
Financing for different credit types, trade-ins, worldwide shipping assistance.
And optional extended warranties, plus they welcome third-party inspections. That transparency helps build trust, especially when you're dealing with high-value, often modified vehicles.
So if someone is interested, they can call them 737-280-5592 or visit the Austin location at 12633 Research BLVD, or check out their Dallas spot too. They really position themselves as the place for these kinds of distinguished rides.
It really feels like their whole business model aligns perfectly with offering unique, powerful statement vehicles like this specific F-250. They understand their niche customer isn't just buying transportation, they're buying something that reflects who they are.
Okay, so let's recap. We've really dug into this 2021 Ford F-250 Super Duty Lariat Black Package FX4. We started with that powerful 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel foundation.
Huge torque, serious capability right out of the box.
Then layered on the visual impact of the Lariat Black Appearance package and the added off-road readiness of the FX4 package.
Giving it that aggressive look and the confidence to leave the pavement.
But then the modifications took it to another level entirely. That PMF 6-inch suspension lift, the high-end FOX shocks, those massive 24-inch AXE wheels wrapped in 40-inch Toyo MT tires.
Really unleashing its potential both visually and functionally. A commanding force, for sure.
And inside, It's not Spartan at all. It's luxurious. Onyx black leather, heated cooled seats, the big touchscreen with navigation, that awesome Bang & Olufsen sound system,
Yeah, premium refinement meeting rugged strength.
plus a whole host of driver assist features, cameras, and towing aids that make managing this beast easier and safer.
Intelligent tech supporting the raw power.
It really is a fascinating blend, perfectly embodying the elevated ride philosophy championed by Rocky Mountain Truck Stop Austin. It seems built for a very specific kind of driver.
Which does make you think, doesn't it? When you see a vehicle like this with such extreme heavy-duty capability combined with this level of high-end customization and luxury, what does it really say about what modern truck owners are looking for?
Mm.
Is a truck like this still primarily just a tool for work? Or has it evolved into something more? Maybe a statement piece, a reflection of personal identity, or an experience in itself? It feels like a shift in expectations.
That's a really interesting question to leave our listeners with. What does an elevated ride mean to you? What's that perfect balance of function, form, capability, and personal expression? Something to definitely think about as you consider what kind of vehicle truly speaks to your own needs and desires. We definitely encourage you to explore the unique blend this F-250 represents.